Hey everyone, this is 21 Next, and I'm Jasmine Brooks inside the control center. A lot to get to, and we're going to have a lot of fun too. But first, we want to start with our top story. In the city of Harrisburg, there is a police crisis. Not my words, but the city has set a police crisis. We're talking over 30 officers that could be employed, positions open, and the money allotted in the budget to give people these positions. I want to bring in Maxine Rose. Maxine is following up on this story that we started to report just yesterday when the city told us there's a police crisis, Maxine, saying, quote, the job does not provide sufficient compensation for what we're asking them to do. So we know compensation is a big deal here, but Lamont Jones, who is sitting on the excuse me, tell me his position, remind me, and then tell me exactly what he said yesterday so we can start there.
Yeah. Okay. So he is the city council. He's a city council member. He's also the public safety chair. And also he is running for mayor. So that's really important here. What we're seeing is the city council member and also the mayor kind of bumping heads once again. So when we spoke with him yesterday, the things he was talking about, he said, quote, it's almost like a waste of taxpayer funds once we train these officers and they come out of our academy and they go elsewhere, he said, but I understand because the pay is what's making them move forward. That's his words when he spoke with us yesterday. And now it's the mayor and the city of Harrisburg that's responding to that. They said that there's a few things that they'd like to address about what it is exactly that he said there. Jasmine, I want to just jump into a little bit about what it is that was really kind of the problem there. One of those things was talking about kind of where that money goes. There was kind of that question of, well, we've got a lack of officers here. What are we going to do with the money, which Lamont Jones had claimed, quote, just sits there?
Yeah.
Right. So the city of Harrisburg is really responding to that, saying, well, that's not true. They're saying that that money is used, half of it goes back into the general budget. It's really used for, citywide needs. And then other parts of it go for a bunch of other things. So like, police academy recruits, training, gear, firearms, things like that. So they're trying to address some of that.
Nice. So thanks for being with us on our live stream. I do want to mention to our viewers watching that Maxine's reporting the city is hiring right now for its first police academy recruits of 2025.
Yep, absolutely. And we'll have much more for you tonight at 10 and 11, talking a little bit more about exactly what they're talking about, what they're trying to clear up. So we'll have that for you.
Maxine, thanks so much.
Thank you.
We want to get to this. So we were reporting all day. There was an inmate death at SCI. So that's State Correctional Institution Camp Hill. An inmate dead. We know more details, including the identity of not only the person who died, but the suspect as well. So here are all the details, guys. First off, the inmate dead after being assaulted by another inmate in the recreational yard. Now, the Department of Corrections confirmed this today. 35-year-old Spencer Castle, identified as the inmate who died. The suspect, 29-year-old Hezekiel Campbell. Campbell attacked Castle, they say, stabbing him before being detained. Now, we looked at both of these men. Who are they? Well, Campbell was previously sentenced following a 2021 fatal shooting where police say he shot and killed a woman under the Mulberry Street Bridge in Harrisburg. Castle serving a 1 to 2 year sentence for aggravated assault out of Center County. He'd been incarcerated at the prison since December. So we're learning more about both of these men. Meanwhile, PETA is asking something of the people in Punxsutawney. They want the Groundhog Club, because that's the thing, by the way, to let Phil and his family free. Here's what they're asking. For more than a century, this Groundhog Club has exploited, they say, a live groundhog. And for roughly 50 years, he was held captive so that they can drag him out on February 2nd. It's something people look forward to every single year in Punxsutawney. PETA is coming out and saying, let him free, and that he is not a meteorologist. but you know who is? Tom Russell, and he's going to be back with us in just a second. We do want to talk about the Eagles heading to the Super Bowl, and one man who is a huge Eagles fan has decked out his entire house with green Christmas lights and all kinds of Eagles fun memorabilia, and it's getting a lot of attention. This guy went all the way, and we're talking about a man in Langhorne, okay? When you see him, his home, his yard, decked out. The football-themed decor includes a giant inflatable football and 2 goalposts. Now, he does transform his Christmas lights into Eagles themes, an Eagles-themed display all the time, but this year was so much different. He is so excited. He's hosting a watch party in his yard, and so that's what it looks like. It looks pretty good. Let's get to the weather. Finally, some weather that I personally am looking forward to, besides Friday coming with some mess. I mean, all that cold stuff, that really gross stuff is behind us. It's behind us, Tom.
Yes, the worst of winter is behind us as far as the cold goes. Still plenty of winter to go. But Jasmine, we made it all the way up to 48 today. It was just nasty winds that everybody was not digging. So tomorrow we got a pretty quiet day, pretty nice day. And then Friday, you mentioned it. Oh, it's just going to be rain on and off.
Rain.
It's going to be a chilly rain. Bad hair day for you, Jasmine. 40
Not for you, Tom.
on Friday. As we get into the weekend, we'll dry it out. Saturday, mostly cloudy, 44. Big day, though, Jasmine. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for Punxsutawney Phil? It's Groundhog Day on a Sunday this year, which is a little bit unusual, but we'll see what Phil has to say. And then as we head into next week, we're warm on Monday, and then we'll get back into the 30s. So kind of an interesting scenario here. It looks like kind of we're in this, winter thaw at this point, but there's still a lot more winter to come.
Tom, PETA doesn't want Phil there anymore. How about we put you in a box and pull you out on Sunday?
Okay, but I'm not nearly as cute as little furry Phil. I mean, it's a tradition. I don't really see where they're coming from, because if you've ever been around Phil, he is treated like a king.
He does?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the whole inner circle, all those guys take such good care of him. He gets to travel first-rate, travel amenities that he stays in best hotels, and he's really taken care of.
I did not know that. All right, Tom Russell, thanks so much.
You got it.
And thank you guys. Please subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and follow us for all of your news and your weather as well. I'm Jasmine Brooks with 21X. Thanks for watching. Good night.